Welcome to Nathan Runs His Freakin' Mouth from Geek, Alabama. Nathan has a lot to say about today's current events, and with also being on the autism spectrum, he's not afraid to speak his mind. And now, here's your host, Nathan Young.
Hello everyone again. This is going to be a special edition of Nathan Runs His Freakin' Mouth. You know, I have to do stuff like this because we got stupidity happening here in Alabama on this Friday when I'm recording this podcast. A big university here in East Alabama just thought, oh hey, the pandemic's over, yay, let's celebrate! By having a dang concert in the middle of a severe pandemic. Who thought of this, JSU? Whose bright mind at Jacksonville State University thought this was the best idea ever to do a concert in the middle of a severe COVID pandemic? Who thought of that? I mean, somebody needs to be fired over a decision like this because this is the stupidest thing you could do in a pandemic. Yeah, I know you need to raise money for your athletic department, but there's other ways you could do this other than holding a concert. Now, the folks at JSU are claiming that the concert's going to be socially distanced. They're going to separate everybody. Everybody must wear a mask the whole time. Come on now, really? I'll tell you what's going to happen with this concert. They're gonna wear masks to get inside the stadium, right? Because they have to. Once they get to the seat or their table or wherever they're gonna be at, a lot of them are gonna take their mask off and not wear it properly. I guarantee you that. And I doubt there's gonna be folks from JSU or the police enforcing people to put their mask back on. No, you ain't gonna see that. No one's gonna enforce it. And even a socially distant concert is a stupid idea in a pandemic. Now, the artist is Riley Green. He graduated from JSU, and he's like, for the past few years, Riley Green has come down to JSU to do a benefit concert to raise money for the JSU athletics, the sports. Now, last few years, if the pandemic wasn't happening, I'd probably be talking about it. Hey, great idea to have a concert to raise money for your athletic department. I mean, that's normal. People can have fun. It's great. But we're in a pandemic this year. And who in the bright mind thought it was okay to have a concert, even socially distanced, during a major pandemic that's getting worse every day? Have you seen the cases count lately? I mean, the cases are getting worse. The death count is growing. The number of people getting COVID is going through the roof. And JSU thought it's okay to have a darn concert. When I think of a university, I think of a university as a beacon of critical thinking, a beacon of thinking smart, being smart, learning good skills, learning lifelong skills. Not dumbing down people, not being stupid, not being idiots, and holding a concert in the middle of a freaking pandemic that's getting worse day by day. Somebody in JSU needs to be fired for whoever thought this was the smartest idea in the world, because it's not. There were other ways you can raise money for your athletic department. Riley Green could have done a virtual concert. You could have done other ways to be safe. So your students, your faculty, and the people living in Jacksonville could have a concert. You could watch a concert online virtually instead of attending one and risking getting COVID. It's like the Wizard of Oz. The Scarecrow's wanting a brain. So somebody had their brain and it escaped their body because they didn't think critically about why it was a stupid idea to hold a concert in a pandemic. Somebody lost their critical thinking skills here. And I know what's going to happen. But for the idiots that attend this concert tonight, on this Friday when I'm recording the podcast this evening, for the idiots that decide to go, Quite a few are not going to wear a mask. Well, they're going to wear a mask just to get inside, and once they get to their seat or wherever they're at, they're going to take it off. They're going to scream loudly while Riley Green's performing or one of the other artists is performing. And we know from science that singing loudly, screaming, spreads the COVID virus a lot easier than many other methods here. When we know that singing, screaming are the best ways to spread COVID. And a mask is not 100% effective in stopping COVID. It works a lot. You need to wear a mask if you have to be around other people or go inside a business, a building or anything. But it's not 100% effective. It's like 90-95% effective. There's still an outlier chance you could get COVID from wearing a mask. And if somebody's COVID positive and goes to this concert tonight, they're going to spread it to others. It's going to potentially overwhelm the hospital care system here in Calhoun County. And I dread what happens because people are stupid idiots for wanting to go to a concert in a pandemic, which is the dumbest thing I have seen JSU ever do. Why, Jacksonville State? Why? Why you thought a concert during a pandemic was the best solution here? I don't get that, and I think it's so stupid, reckless, dangerous, and it's just going to get people sick and dead. And if somebody gets severely sick or dies from this, I hope they sue Jacksonville State. Because JSU should have not been holding a concert. Period. End of story. And for the people that go to this concert, they're just not going to go to the concert most likely. They're going to go to a restaurant in Jacksonville. Or to some business in Jacksonville. And if they catch COVID from the concert, they're going to spread it to the people that work in the restaurant or other people eating in the restaurant or in a store. This is going to cause the COVID virus to spread rapidly for Jacksonville. And as of right now, as of the night of the concert JSU is doing here, Etowah and Calhoun counties are some of the worst counties in Alabama for the COVID crisis right now. I mean, Calhoun has had over 120 people die from the COVID virus since this thing started. That's one of the highest in Alabama, in the entire state. And both Etowah, Calhoun, our numbers are exploding. I mean, I look at their numbers every day, and it's not good for East Alabama. And we should be encouraging people to wear a mask. We should be encouraging people to socially distance from each other. We should be encouraging people to avoid large gatherings and large crowds. And guess what the folks at JSU are going to do tonight? They're going to encourage large crowds. They're going to encourage people screaming out loud. They're going to encourage people to take their mask off and mingle, be close to other people, and they're going to get sick. And a lot of these people that get COVID, they don't recover fully. They might have lifelong health conditions with their brain, their lungs, their heart, or other organs in their body. It's not just a death count we should be concentrating on here. This decision by JSU to hold a concert is just so dangerous and reckless, and I dread to see what happens after come out of this. If I was folks working at the hospital here in Anniston, or folks working at the Calhoun County EMA, I'd be angry right now because you know what's going to happen. There's somebody COVID positive is going to go to this concert tonight and spread it to others, and it's going to cause the virus to spread even more rapidly in Calhoun County and Jacksonville. JSU, I thought you were smarter than this. I thought you had critical thinking skills. I thought you had intelligence in your brain to know doing a concert's one of the worst things you could do during a pandemic. And you should have told Riley Green and the other people that are going to perform at this concert tonight, we're sorry, we're not going to do a concert this year. We could do a virtual concert. We could do other ways to raise money for your athletic department instead of trying. There's no such thing as a socially distanced concert. There's no such thing. This is going to end in disaster for Jacksonville State. And the reputation for Jacksonville State is going to go down the drain greatly after tonight, probably. Because people are going to get sick from this. People are going to catch COVID from this. some of those people that get COVID from this are going to end up in the hospital, end up with a ventilator and a tube down their throat, and some might die. And was it worth going to a concert for your life, folks? Or was it worth going to a concert for lifelong health conditions for the rest of your life? We might be seeing if that's the right solution or not after all this is over with. But dang it, Jacksonville State. How stupid are you? Thank you for watching and listening to my podcast. Have a great night.
Thank you for listening to Nathan Runs His Freakin' Mouth. For more stories, videos, coverage, and podcasts, log on to geekalabama.com.